Hi, today I'm going to show you how you can make custom Google Maps. Right, so the first thing we're going to do is go to Google Maps. You just go to the 9 squares of Google and look for the Maps icon to take you to the Google Maps page. Then what you could do is you could create custom maps that have multiple locations, and you could add notes and other information to this. Let's say I wanted to make a map of all the schools for people with learning disabilities in Ohio. I could search for each of the school names. So there's our upper school right there. And over here, it'll give me information about that school, all kinds of different information. But there's this little save icon, and I could say, hey, save it to my list, but I'm going to create a new list. And I could create it like LD schools in Ohio, create, and it adds it to that list. And I could see down here, I have it saved in LD Schools of Ohio. I could add notes to that, near Cleveland and Akron and Northeast Ohio. And we could say this is the upper school building. So you could add as much information here as you want. I could go and look for Northern School, go to the lower school building and save that to my list here, LD Schools. And then, and I could keep looking. So if I'm going to look for Marburg Academy, New Albany, Columbus, there it is right there. I'm going to save that to my LD Schools in Ohio list. And the other school is Springer School, Cincinnati. There it is. And we're going to save that one to that same one. Now, what that means is if I go to view the list here, or I could click over here and go to my saved, and it will list all my list here as well. I could click on that and it will list all the schools in the area and show you a map of where they all are. So these all have this yellow stars only. And you could actually add notes right here. This right now is shared with just me, but I could actually change those settings. I'll change the sharing options and make it shared, so anybody who has that link will have the ability to share it, as well as you can let other people edit it, and you could add editors just like you would with a regular Google Doc. And then you could share it with other people, either to view it or to edit it. And that means they will have access to see it as well. And what's nice about this is you could send this to your phone. You could add labels to this. You could add all kinds of information. And if you have an account with Google, you could also add media to any of these places as well. So if you have photos or other things or reviews that you want to write about, you could add all of those to these as well. So if I was a teacher doing a class project, I could actually have students create maybe important places in their life, or different things that I want to do. So for instance, The Life of Pi, the book. I actually made a map here of the life of Pi, where they started in India, and like this is where Pi, and you could actually add items here. This is where the Philippines happened. This is where the mysterious algae island happened. This is where he crashed and landed in Mexico, and then this is where he ended up in Winnipeg, Canada. So you could actually incorporate this into the classroom with different events. Obviously, it works well with geography and history classes to show different movements or wars or battles or whatever like that. But for literature, like The Life of Pi here, you could do this with. you would just go to open in My Maps, or create a new map down here to create like famous tech. I have another one for famous tech sites in Silicon Valley, from like Seattle area where Microsoft is at. This one is where Snapchat is at, down in Southern California, but most of them are in the San Francisco area, and that's why this is called Silicon Valley. So just seeing where things are at. Google Maps is a great way for students to either show what they've learned about something they've read, or something they're studying in history or geography classes, or to tie to literature, math, science, and other ways. Happy mapping!